how the hell did that start? You know, as we're basically driving up from New York to go to my house to finally meet my parents. And I remember, like, I think it was like when I was first grade, we used to have a bus stop, and it was like right out in front of my house. So my parents used to always be arguing. And my dad was like a maniac, always screaming, "God damn fucking bitch." Just total psycho. My dad was like a complete psychopath, Like his nickname in my house was called The Thing. Because that's what he was. He was this fucking thing. That, like, if he wasn't around, we'd say, "Dude, is the Thing home?" If he wasn't home, you could chill. He was just, like, never in a good mood. So one day I'm down at the bus stop. There's, like, 10 other kids down there and shit. We're all, like, in first grade, second grade, third grade, waiting for the bus. And it's, like, towards the summertime, so my parents got, like, the windows open and shit. So I can start to hear, like, an argument starting, like, "Well, what the fuck do you mean you didn't know?" And I'm sitting there going, like, please let the bus come. Please, for Christ's sake. And all of a sudden, "You goddamn fucking bitch!" Screaming and shit. And I remember just looking at all the other kids' looks on their faces. Like, I guess, this is like way before cable, so most kids never even heard curses, so they couldn't believe it. And that's when it really hit me that, man, my family's really, really screwed up. And I started going over other kids' houses, and their parents seemed to get along, and they were, like, cool. And so the whole time I'm driving back, my girlfriend coming up, all this stuff is, like, coming back, and I'm thinking... And I really get like I'm a 6-year-old kid again, like getting all nervous. It says, "To Bill from Santa." And I'm like, what the fuck? Guy got me a goddamn doll. He came downstairs and he's laughing and shit. And he's making me take a picture. I'm like 6 years old and crying and stuff. And I'm thinking of this shit as I'm pulling into the driveway. And I'm like freaking out because I'm finally going to bring somebody home to meet this fucking maniac. And I'm telling her, I don't know how this guy's going to be or whatever. So we walk into the house. It's like candles and shit, Christmas tree. It's all real nice, dim lights and stuff. She comes in, she meets my dad, and the dude is like totally normal. After me building this guy up the whole ride back, he's like fucking like, that dude from Leave It to Beaver. He's like the nicest guy ever. He's all cordial. And I remember I'm just getting, like, pissed at the guy. Going, why isn't he being a dick? And she's sitting there, like, taking me aside, going, he's the greatest guy. And I can't believe he's saying all that stuff. He's smart, he's intelligent, he's so interested in what I have to say. I remember I was so pissed at the guy. I mean, I really hated him when I was growing up. To the point, I remember one time, he went out the driveway, and he's running out to his car, and he slipped and fell and broke his shoulder. And at that point, me and my brother so fucking hated this guy. When he came to the house, my mother's like taking care of him. We snuck out the back door to look at his footprints in the snow to see where he slipped and fell. And I'm telling you, we were laughing our asses off at this guy. Yeah, right there,